Hello and welcome to Ditch Witch Diaries. We are going to start something a little different. We're going to intersperse a couple different things that we're doing. We talk about books all the time and we discuss, like, at the end, you see that list of sources and we talk about different books. And so, what we thought we were going to do is we're going to do a poison and then we'll bookend during the week that poison with different books that we use. And we'll give a little spiel about what they are and why they're good and maybe what they lack. And I mean, even ones that lack things often have like good points if we own them. Otherwise, I kind of don't have them. Although I think we're gonna get to some that I'm like, I don't know, don't buy that, don't waste your time on it. It's
Yeah.
pretty, but like we'll see. And then hopefully you guys will run out and get those, and then you can have them in your library. We're a little obsessed with books, so especially herb books. So there you go. Anyway,
And
so
I think that we should maybe talk about the books that we have that aren't great either. That way we
yeah,
can say like, yeah, we have these, but whatever.
yeah, like I said, I've got a couple that, especially, like, I feel like almost the more pretty they are, like the less good they.
Yeah.
Although I can think of one right now that I have that's kind of nice and pretty that is thorough, but some of them,
Mm.
like, that are more pretty, they aren't thorough. They like have like six herbs, and you're just like,
Yeah.
not good. So that's not helpful
Um,
unless you're looking at those six herbs, which are like,
yeah.
okay, maybe. Anyway, perfect.
Mm.
So we will start off, and our lovely Raven is going to tell us about the first book.
Okay, so you I know already have both of these, but I think that we both agree that these are amazing books. So the first one is the Complete Illustrated Herbal by Hoffman. This shows up in Rebecca's like source thing quite a bit, I think. Probably not for the poisons, but so anyways, there's a few books like this. There's one that's not the illustrated, I think, right? There's like the just like the Complete Herbal. But this one's called The Complete Illustrated Herbal, a Safe and Practical Guide to Making and Using Herbal Remedies. So I'll show you what it looks like and why I like it and stuff, but just so that you can kind of see the cover. It's not one massive book, but it's a pretty good one. So, it starts off by breaking down like different parts of the body. So it talks about like cleansing and elimination, and then it even gives you like a small list of so like this is the cleansing section, and it gives you a list of cleansing properties, so or cleansing actions like laxative, diuretic, hepatic, diaphoretic, and then a quick like I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but a quick like reference on like some herbs like quickly. So it has the sections like that, which is rad. I love that. It also tells you about like preparation, so like how to make an infusion and how to make a decoction and just like a quick reference guide. It doesn't spend a lot of time on it. I also love this. I haven't tried this yet, but it also tells you how to make a lozenge, which
Ooh.
is pretty cool. I haven't tried that yet, but I do appreciate that. So it has some good stuff. And then also talks about like the chemistry of herbs. So it talks about like what is a bitter, what is an alkaloid. Um, and then it gets into like the actual herbs. And so the one downside about this book is the herbs are listed alphabetically by their Latin name, which is kind of a bummer. But you can always go to the back and like search up the common name and it'll tell you like what page it's on. So that's fine. But that is something that you kind of had to get used to when you first get it. Now, there's not a lot of information on each herb. It's pretty small, but it does tell you like a very brief few sentence kind of like synopsis about it. If there's a caution, it tells you the parts used. It tells you the medicinal actions. Also, like how to the common preparation. And then one of my favorites is like a combination that it's good with. So what are some things that it's good with? So if we just like flip open to, I don't know, like thistle, right? So we have our Here we go. Our blessed thistle. So we have the picture, we have a little thing about blessed thistle. The common preparation. I don't know if this is too small for you to see, but common
Good.
preparation. Okay, cool. And then like medicinal actions, things like that. This one, and then some good combos. So this one says like for indigestion, due to a sluggish state of digestive system, it may be combined with balmy and cola, in diarrhea with meadowsweet. So I really like that. I like the combos because then I can, if I know that I want to use one specific herb, if I wanted to use senna, then I could look at senna and it would say, okay, if this is your issue, combine senna with this. If this is your issue, combine it with this, which I really appreciate. So again, not a lot of information on the specific herbs, but it's like a quick guide. And I also like that it gives you pictures because most of my books, I think, don't give me pictures. And then a good like third of the book talks about specific ailments and things that you can look for. So like I don't know, herbs for ears, nose, throat, and eyes. And so it'll tell you what herbs, why they're good, specific preparations, amounts, things like that. So, anyways, I really like this book. This is always the first book that I check. Again, doesn't have a ton of herbs, but I think that it has really good information. I especially like that it tells you the part of the plant to use too, because not a lot of books will tell you that or tell you how to use which parts. So this is my big one. Not a big one, but this is my first one. Not the biggest, not the most information, but very quick, very easily, readily available. So
So
that's that one.
perfect. So let's like have a little discussion because an
Okay.
important thing to note about this book though is that it centers on medicinal qualities.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it is like it's about like herbal medicine and it is definitely like centers around medicinal herbalism. It doesn't really have folklore, it doesn't really have magic at all. It doesn't tell
Mm-mm.
correspondences, but if you know us, you know that we look at the medicinal properties and you can figure out a lot of the magical properties by looking at the medicinal properties. So it's kind of
Mm.
important. And I'm trying to talk lower because Raven is in a situation where she has to talk a little quiet. So I got to talk a little quiet. Just remember that. So that we even out, so that we're not like blasting people. Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah, true. And I think that I agree. I think that you and I, a lot of the times that we disagree with like the more magical stuff, it's because it doesn't have ties into the medicinal or like the physical properties of the plant. And so yeah, I completely yeah, that's how you and I a lot of times get those properties is from the medicinal, which is why also my second book that I'm going to talk about is very medicinal. I do have a few like more magical plant books, but I definitely have more medicinal books for sure.
that's amazing. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's Hoffman and Hoffman was one of my first herbal books that I ever bought. I love that book too. It's amazing and it's a great book. It's just a great
It
book.
is.
So
Yeah.
I give it 5 stars.
Agreed. Agreed.
Sounds good. Okay. Thank you for joining us on that book review. And we hope you enjoyed our first book review and like and share in the comments. And we will see you at the next Ditch Witch Diaries.